equation of a sphere. So this equation of a sphere is based on equation of a circle. So circle is 2 dimension, sphere is 3 dimension. Think about this: you draw a circle on a piece of paper versus you have a basketball. So that's the difference. A piece of paper, a circle on a piece of paper versus a basketball. So it looks like you are trying to bring the circle into a 3-dimensional object, right? So you are trying to bring a circle to life. Okay, based on equation of a circle, let's take a look at equation of a circle. So that is x minus x squared plus y minus k squared equals to r squared. The center is hk, the r is equals to radius. And then in a 3-dimensional, we add one more piece to it. So the center is now hk and l, and then the r is still radius. So let's take a look at this question real quick. Find an equation of the sphere that passes through the point, that one, and then has the center 3, 8, 1. This one, take my advice again, for a 3-dimensional object problem, if drawing a picture is not necessary, don't do it. If you try to draw a picture for this one, it will just confuse yourself. So what I did when I was a student is I would just use a circle like that. So I would just draw a circle like that. So that's circle. And then we have a center, and then this is the edge of the circle. So the center is 3, 8, and 1, and then this is passes through the point, right? So you have a sphere. The point is just like right here, just like you have a point on the surface of a basketball. On the surface of a basketball. So that point will be 4, 3, and -1. Okay. So what ingredients do we need? At this point, we can do x minus 3 squared plus y minus 8 squared, and then plus z minus 1 squared. That is equals to r squared. Looks like the radius is missing. So the radius is the point of the center between the center and the point on the surface of the ball. So you have to use the distance formula to find the radius. So the radius is equals to the square root of the distance between those 2 points, right? So I will use the surface, the point on the surface minus the center. So that will be a 4 minus 3 square plus 3 minus 8 square plus 1 minus -1 square. So r is equals to, so that will be a 1 square, and then this will be a 5 square, and then that will be a 2 square. So 25 plus 5 is equals to 30. So r is equals to 30. So therefore, so we have r equals to root 30. This is the mistake that my students make all the time. The formula has a r square. Take a look. This is supposed to be r square, and then you found r. All right. So when you write your final answer, this is x minus 3 square plus y minus 8 square plus z. Oh, I wrote z comma -1, z minus 1 square equals to the square root of 30. I will just do this. You can write 30, but I prefer to keep that as a square because the equation, what is given is r square. So I would like to leave that as r square. I know you are smart, you know that is equals to 30. If you want to put that in 30, that is fine. But when I ask my student to show this work on a test or on a quiz, I ask them to leave that as the square root of 30 square. However, if you are doing your homework online, you have to check if they accept the right hand side like this or not. You have to check that online if you're doing your homework online. And then other than this, I also have another interesting problem for you. So that is on the next page. Equation of a sphere. Find an equation of the sphere with the center at that touches the xy plane, the yz plane, the xz plane. So that is 3 separate problems. So I recall this picture. This picture is very important. So in this picture, I want you to tell me where the center is. So the C, the HKL, so the HK and L, this is the center. That is 2, -3, and +6. So 2. So this is x is equals to 2. So x is equals to 2, y is equals to -3, 1, 2, and 3. So 2, -3. So you have to go like that. So you have a corner right here, and then you have to pick that up 6 points, right? So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 right here. So at this corner, you have to pick up that point. So at the end of the day, you have a point right here, right? You have a point right here. All right. At least you know where the point is. So do you see that there are these like two stories? Look at the XY plane. So the XY plane just cut the box into two stories, right? So we have the upper level and the bottom level. So it looks like on the upper level, your point is right here. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. The first one is a XY plane. I know what you are thinking. You're thinking, all right, at XY plane, Z is equal to 0, but this information doesn't help much. So XY is on the XY plane, so we have a ball right here. So let me erase the dot. I want you to picture this in your mind. We have a ball right here. Look at the highlight. Look at the yellow circle. We have a ball in that area. Okay, that ball is touching the XY plane. So touching the XY plane, that means the ball is touching the blue plane, right? So this is another picture that you have to draw, and this takes some practice. I don't want to mess with the three-dimensional plane, so here is what I want you to do. You imagine that this is a three-dimensional sphere, and then the XY plane is like the blue plane, right? Horizontal. The XY plane is right here. And then this is the center of the ball, and then this is my radius. Now, I am going to give you 4 seconds to tell me what that radius is. You don't need to do any math. This is totally by observation. We are practicing the equation of a sphere and how good you are with three-dimensional picture. Think. What is the radius? The radius is equal to, take a look at the 3D picture I have. How many units did I pick up the point? So it looks like this is touching the XY plane, right? How many units did I pick it up? 6. Good. So this will be a 6. So since that is a 6, we have x minus 2 square plus y minus 3. So that will be my plus 3 square, and then plus z minus 6 square equals to 6 square. So the radius is equals to 6. That goes there. Okay, and then the next one you have a YZ plane. YZ plane is right there. So YZ plane. So you have YZ plane. So YZ plane here is what I'm trying to do. So that means we have the ball, the surface of the ball is touching the yellow plane. Again, the surface of the ball is touching the yellow plane. In the previous problem, the ball was touching the blue plane. So this is the yellow plane. So this is how I interpret the problem. So the blue plane is right here. This is my y-axis, and then this is my x-axis. And then I have a ball right here, touching the YZ plane. Okay, so touching the YZ plane, and then this is the center. Actually, I want to make the ball looks like a ball. What's happening right here? All right, I will just keep it like that here. Can you tell me what the radius is? 4 seconds. Look at the 3D picture. So the radius is from the center to this mark. From the center to this mark. So it looks like we are looking for this distance, right? From the center to this mark, that will be a 2. So this will be a 2. Then the radius is equals to 2. So we have x minus 2. X minus 2 square plus y plus 3 square, and then plus z minus 6 square. The radius is 2 square. All right, last one. The last one is C. That is a XZ plane. XZ plane. So this is the picture I would like to draw. This is my x-axis. actually this is my y-axis, and then this is my x-axis, and then the ball is right here, touching the XZ plane, touching the green plane, touching this plane. Now tell me, what is the radius? Touching the XZ plane, touching the green plane. So how many units are right there? So that means what I am asking is, this is the center, I am touching the XZ plane. I can't just draw the picture like that. That is too hard to imagine. How about this? From here to here. How many units? The answer is right here, right? So that is 3 units. So this is a 3. So R is equals to 3. So you have to place the R equals to 3 over there. And everything else on the left of the equation won't change. All right, so that is the end of this problem. If you think my instruction is helpful, let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share the video for me, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate your help. I see you all in the next lesson. Signing off for now.